Extra Bases with Coach E, coming off a 4-1 performance down at Baylor, and that was an ad-libbed experience, wasn't it? Because the weather had to kind of call an audible there at the last second and go down there. So 4-1 off not a lot of scouting. It had to have been pretty nice.
Yeah, it was. I think our girls actually enjoyed the lack of scouting and preparation. It was almost one of those situations where they felt like they were playing travel ball. You know, just kind of show up and play, and it wasn't quite that bad, but nonetheless, a pretty good weekend. 4-1. And a lot of people got to play. Our two freshman pitchers pitched exceptionally well, gave up 4 runs in 5 games total, so not a bad weekend overall.
Whenever you've got so many new faces, kind of what are you looking at mostly when you play all these games early in the season to get the chemistry down and to get your lineup set?
A couple of things. First of all, you're trying to figure out offensively who are your good high ball hitters and who are your good low ball hitters. You know, there's in softball, the rise ball is such a big deal. You're trying to figure out, you know, who can be competitive against the rise, and then, you know, just the opposite of that, who can hit the drop. So that's one of the questions. And the other thing is who plays well under pressure. You know, we get into a lot of situations early in the year, even in games where the game's on the line, we need a big hit, or a pitcher goes in late in the game in a run-scoring situation that could tie or win the game, and you want to see who performs under pressure.
You'll get a good chance of that this weekend as you head out to California. This is kind of a who's who of some of the best programs in college softball in Palm Springs, isn't it?
It is. You know, and first of all is Arizona, and then you got Baylor, who just beat us this weekend, and then UCLA eventually in the tournament. So it's always that way every time we go out to California. And the message to the team is real simple, that, yeah, you want to be competitive, but you don't go into the weekend saying, hey, we just want to be competitive. You know, you go into every game saying we're going to win this game, and if you don't, you don't. But it's got to be your mindset, or you don't have a chance.
This is kind of the way you've always done it, hasn't it? You want to challenge your team early in the season with the best possible competition, even the first 2 weeks, don't you?
Yeah, in all honesty, this year was a little bit of an exception in that I have so many freshmen that are going to be starting and getting a lot of playing time. I thought in the first weekend it was actually advantageous for us to play some mid-major teams so that we could get comfortable instead of throwing them right into the Wolves. But, you know, first weekend's over, and now here we are. We're going into as tough as it gets. So they're going to have to grow up really fast, and it can never hurt playing great competition. I think your only worry is if we get beat, and we get beat soundly, repetitively, you know, does that put us in a mindset to where, you know, we lose confidence, we lose comfort, and we struggle the rest of the year trying to find out who we are? And you don't want that to happen, obviously, but I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of kids on this team who have a lot of competitiveness about them, and I don't think that would ever happen.
Coach, appreciate it. Good luck in California.
Yeah, thank you.
That's Aaron Earlywine on another edition of Extra Bases.